Head coach Lars Andersson with us after a thrilling 109th minute win. Coach, let's talk about 32 shots tonight and getting the one that counts late.
Well, there are different ways of winning. Although I can appreciate this one to the fullest, I'm not sure I'm physically capable of surviving a whole heck of a lot of these. But you know what? I mean, I go back to the Flagler game. This team has proper belief in themselves, and there's just no quitting in these kids. And yes, it's frustrating when you dominate a team statistically like we did, but we have to give Lees-McRae credit. Their goalkeeper had the game of her life, and that's a very young team. Kiko is a friend of mine, their coach, and he told me before the game, look, I'm rolling out a young team and I'm building for the future. And those kids grew up today. They played one heck of a game, and he should be incredibly proud of them. I know they're disappointed, but you know what? I mean, it wasn't just us not being able to score. They made it very difficult on us. Although we got a lot of opportunities, we just couldn't put it home. And their keeper was absolutely sensational. So a lot of credit goes to them. But again, I want to point out that I believe that my kids just find a way to win, and that's a sign of a team that has a lot of respect for all of the teammates and the coaching staff, and they really understand what it's all about. Stay focused, stay switched on, and I hate to use a cliche, but play till the final whistle blows.
For you guys, when you look at a player like Kate Weiser, who got hurt in the second half, came back in late in the second half, and then throughout that overtime, what does that say about her to come back and she eventually gets the chance for the game-winning goal?
Well, I think it says a lot about Kate Weiser, and I want to give a plug to our athletic trainer, Rose Buzzy, again. I mean, we were carrying them off on stretchers today, and she'd give them the proper treatment on the sideline, and Kate Weiser comes in and scores the game winner. I mean, I don't know what Rosie does to these kids, but she has the magic touch, and we can fully appreciate that. She's a fantastic athletic trainer. The players believe in her, and I do as a coach. I look at Rosie and say, are we good to go? Can the player return? And when she says yes, I know they're ready to go at full strength. I know that Kate came out, got taped up, and got tested her ankle a little bit, and then Rosie gave me the thumbs up, and we put her back in. And again, not only did she get hurt earlier in the game, but I think once she came back in, she got banged up one more time, but she just stayed with it, and good for her. She got to score a game-winning goal in a very important match, and nobody works harder than Kate Weisner. What a reward to work that hard, be that committed, and then get to score a game-winning goal. I know she's had some before, but they're hard to come by in college, and they're truly special.
It seemed like a part of the 32 shots for you guys was really holding it in on the midfield. What did you think of the play, your midfielders, in terms of being able to keep it on the attacking half for you?
Look, we've the last two games played, and again, I won't give it away, but a little bit of a different formation, and I want to give a lot of credit to the midfielders. They do an enormous amount of work. We're pushing numbers forward, but it also makes it a little bit tougher to defend, and they all played great. But I want to point out Kristina Stevenson's play today. I think she's an unsung hero at times. Kristina doesn't always appear in the stat sheet, but coaches who know the game of football understand how incredibly important she is to our team. All the work she does, the runs she takes, the way she gets below the ball. I mean, she's just she's a quote-unquote, to use American football terminology, a two-way player. She's a great defender, but she's also very good at starting our attack and driving at players, slipping players in. I thought she was incredible tonight, and again, a lot of players got the job done, but I thought Kristina was maybe for me the player of the match.
And then finally, Coach, what's the parting message for the team when you get ready for a fourth of this four-match homestand in just a couple more days? What's the message you want the players to take home before their match with Lander coming up?
Well, I'm Catholic, so sprinkle yourself with holy water. We're that banged up. No, I kid. But I think we're playing 3 out of those 4 games here at home at beautiful LREMC Stadium. This has truly become our home. We feel great here. We win games here, and we love playing here. But we got to make sure that we regenerate tomorrow, and we will start scouting Lander, and we're just gonna have to take it one. I hate to use a cliche, but we're going to have to take it one game at a time. Landers on Wednesday, and that's our focus right now. It's a PBC. You can't peek further down the schedule than the game ahead of you.
And maybe one last thing. You mentioned that again, the LREMC, and tonight the ribbon cutting. Just what does it mean to have a win on the ribbon cutting night and the whole process of getting this beautiful stadium to where it is now?
Well, it was unbelievable to have all the board members of Lumbee River EMC out here, and for them to see how special this stadium is to us. And I've stated it before, we've sort of flipped the script. It used to be we were asking, why don't we have this, why don't we have that? Now we can look around and with pride say, look at what we have. This is amazing. And it was great for them to come out here. I can tell them that, Mr. Christie can tell them that, but to hear it from these 18 to 22-year-old young ladies and to hear the impact that in a facility like this has. And I see this as a partnership that goes beyond this beautiful stadium. One day, Lumbee River EMC is going to call me and say, Coach, we continue to grow as a company. We're going to need an accountant. We're going to need somebody in HR. We're going to need a salesperson. And we've started a partnership, the university and Lumbee River EMC, that we're going to continue to build on. And I think this is just the first brick in that foundation. But what a brick it is, and what a beautiful facility. We're very thankful for it.
Well, we're looking forward to 3 of the final 4 regular season matches in this facility as well. Congrats on the win tonight, Coach.
Thank you so much.